Hi everyone, welcome back, and today we're talking about humming. I've had quite a few people in my choirs asking me how to hum without it feeling tight in the throat or uncomfortable, so I thought I'd give you a few tips. Now, most singing technique, I will be talking about the core and breath flow, things like that. So today I'm not going to talk about those. Those are involved when we're singing all the time. So I'm going to talk to you mainly about how to reduce a bit of tension, or how to notice when tension is starting to build so that you can try and do something about it before it gets really bad. First thing we're going to look at is, where is the jaw? What's happening with it? So if you just take your hands and put them on your cheeks and then clench and then unclench your teeth. So those muscles there, the bite muscles, are what start to tense up, particularly when your jaw is closed. What I try and do is feel an R vowel behind the hum. So instead of going with my teeth clenched together, just try that. We're going to try this feeling an R vowel behind it. So try and breathe into an R vowel and then close your lips together. So we're going to just try a quick exercise on that, trying to keep that jaw in an R vowel space. Let's try it together. 3 and. So that's a good thing. You can practice that on any piece of music. So if you want to try it out and see how you do it over a long period of time, because humming gets more and more difficult the longer you do it, then try that out. The other thing that can start getting a bit tense, of course, is the tongue. So normally what I do to reduce tongue tension is sing with the tongue sticking out. Can't really do that whilst you have your mouth closed. So what I'm going to do instead is think about an anchor point for the tip of the tongue. If you imagine that's the bottom set of teeth, just get your, whichever hand ready there. This is going to be the tongue, and this is the tip of my fingers. That's going to go right up against the bottom set of teeth. So we're going to be able to move it around whilst we're humming. But I'm going to try and keep the tip right next to the teeth, right at the front. It tends to go back a little bit, the tongue, when it's a defense mechanism. So anytime it gets to something that's feeling a little uncomfortable, it will shoot back with that. It then gets in the way of our airflow. So we want to try and keep the tongue forward, but also when you're humming, you can move it. That's absolutely fine. So just try that. We're going to do that same exercise again, but we're just going to try and move the tongue around a little bit at the same time. Here we go. 3 and. You might have noticed my jaw started doing a bit of moving as well. That's okay on occasion, but you want to try and get the jaw and the tongue moving independently from each other most of the time. So that's two of the things. The jaw we want to keep as loose as possible, and the tongue as well. Now, I don't recommend doing this all of the time, but on occasion when you go higher up, then humming just becomes really uncomfortable no matter what you do. So an alternative that you can do as you practice your humming and get more comfortable with that is doing what we call a siren, which is on the NG of sing. So we're just going to go sing. Let's try that together. And sing. Now, the beauty of this is the tongue is high at the back, which is what we want. It's going to lift the soft palate, and it also allows the jaw to move around, be loose. It doesn't need to be closed, which it does a little. It feels like it should be a little bit more for an and it's more natural to close it when you're humming than when you're doing an NG. So we're going to just try that once more, and this time try and move the front of the tongue around as you do it. Here we go. 3 and sing. Nice. I know it looks ridiculous. Now we're going to do it one more time, but this time we're going to move the jaw around at the same time. Tongue can stay where it wants to. Here we are. 3 and sing. So those are my 3 tips to start with. There are many more things that will make humming easier, harder. It all depends on the context of the music as well. So if you've got any particular pieces where you're thinking, that those tips are fine, but they don't really work here, then do let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can help you with anything a little bit more specific. But those are the first things to check. Can you move your jaw around? Can you keep it loose? And can you keep your tongue loose as well? Hope that helps.